Hi there, my little ghosts. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's reading, we are going to see if the person that you are asking about, the person that you are in a no contact separation situation with, actually wants to reconcile with you, and if they want you back. As you can see, we have three piles here today. We have pile 1 with this Howlite pyramid. We have pile 2 with this Labradorite pyramid, and pile 3 with this Amethyst pyramid. So go ahead and pick your pile, and I will see you in your reading. The timestamps will be listed down below in the description and in the comments. Hi there, pile 1. If you guys chose this deck together with this Howlite pyramid, then this is going to be your reading about this no contact separation situation. But first of all, we're gonna take a look at some oracles to see if this is the right pile for you, to try to identify their energies. So to start, we have the Mentor, we have Horse with Freedom, we have Victim Consciousness, we have Rejoicing in the Present with Joy, we have Sun in Taurus, Practicalities, Boost Self-Worth and Finances, and lastly we have Detective with the Shadow attribute, Voyeurism and Falsifying Information. Alright, pile 1, this is really interesting. I don't even know where I want to start. I feel like you guys have been looking up to this person. I feel like this person has been some sort of guide or teacher for you. Perhaps they were older than you, and 24 might be significant. Perhaps they were or currently are 24 or were 24 when you guys started this connection. I feel like this person definitely has some sort of knowledge that you were trying to achieve. I feel like you loved them for this specific thing about them that you were trying to learn yourself. Perhaps something about a way of viewing life. I feel like they are very free in their approach, and I feel like they are not necessarily attached to a lot of things, and I feel like they don't get attached to people that easily. Perhaps this is one of the reasons why. You might be someone with like an anxious attachment style, or someone who falls in love really hard and just loves the idea of you're mine and I'm yours, and that kind of possession quality. But this person seems to be almost careless, but I'm feeling mostly carefree about how this connection was evolving, in a way that it's not that they didn't love you necessarily, but they managed to feel secure even when you weren't around. And perhaps you guys were not that safe when they weren't around. Perhaps you found it hard to let them go when they wanted, to leave or they had to leave for a very specific reason, for work, or when your lives kind of split apart and you had to do your own thing and they had to do their own thing. This person is giving me more masculine energy. It doesn't have to be male or female, it can be anything, but yeah, I guess the masculine energy was coming through. This person could have Sagittarius or Taurus placements, but I'm saying Sagittarius because I'm seeing this quality about them, about or exploring and acquiring knowledge and getting into the details of things, and also this desire for freedom and to not be bound, to not be constrained by anything. I don't feel like they can thrive if they feel like they are confined in a certain situation. This could be one of the reasons that contributed to this separation. But I feel like this person very much lives in the present moment. They don't necessarily dwell on the past, and they don't necessarily think too much about the future. I feel like they are just going with the flow. This person could be a fall could be a very it could be significant time period for you guys. Perhaps when you fell out of contact, or just when you met. But I feel like this person, you view them as someone really unique, someone who you never thought perhaps that you would have a chance of falling in love with. Perhaps they weren't necessarily your type when you first met them. But I feel like this person, like anyone else, has their faults as well. And perhaps they were falling victim to blaming you for this connection going into separation, because I feel like they have a hard time taking being responsible, taking responsibility for the things that they do, that they say. And I feel like they have a hard time just somewhat taking charge of their life and being accountable, I'm hearing, for their own actions. I feel like you guys might have tried really hard to keep the relationship going, but they might have not necessarily put in so much effort. And when this didn't work anymore, I feel like they found it easier to blame it on you, even though it might have been in reality them drifting away. This person at the moment, I feel like they are really interested in pursuing their career, or simply they are engaging more in the practicalities of life and not necessarily so much in the emotional on the emotional side. And I feel like right now they are sort of trying to boost their self-esteem through work, or try to identify themselves through this part of life, because they might be disappointed. They might even be ashamed of the fact that the relationship didn't work out. I feel like this person they might be pursuing a new job or a new project, or something that they've been interested in for a long time, but they didn't necessarily follow through, and they are using this free time that they have now to sort of focus their energy and their manage their time in that direction, on whatever it is that they're passionate about or they're trying to develop. I feel like this person I feel like this person has put the blame on you, like I said, and that they might have been playing the victim more often than not at some point when things weren't going their way. And even in their career, I feel like they were sort of thinking that, why isn't this working for me? Like, the universe just hates me, I have the worst of luck. They were sort of trying to blame outside circumstances, whereas they weren't necessarily putting in the work that was required for them to advance in whatever field they are working in, or they wanted to see results in. But also I feel like this person might be spying on you at the moment. I feel like they might be checking out your social media, or they might be looking through your old conversations. They might be watching your stories, or created like fake accounts to view your story. But this person, I feel that they are not necessarily, I feel like they're kind of immature about this, because I don't necessarily see them reaching out to talk to you about what happened, or to talk to you about what they feel. I feel like they're sort of spying on you, and would never admit to actually still being interested. Maybe they're asking their friends to check on you. And I feel like in their circle of friends or family or just people, if you guys have friends in common, I would say beware, because this person might be spreading false information about you, about the connection. I feel like they're probably blaming it on you when it comes to talking about this with other people. When they ask like, oh, well, what went wrong, like what happened with you and pile one, what's going on? And I feel like because they don't have the strength to take accountability for what happened, they're blaming it mostly on you. But you know, real people will know that this is most likely not true, because in a connection there's always two people, and there's always both of them to be held accountable for what happens, because both parties have their part of responsibility and duty in the relationship, and both parties kind of have to be held responsible at the end of the day for what happens with the connection. But I think we can get into the tarot and check on what is going on in their life right now, and whether or not they want to have reconciliation with you after all. So in the first part of the tarot, we're gonna look at what are they focused on at the moment. Then we are going to take a look at what they think about you and how they feel about you right now. And we're gonna finish with their thoughts about reconciliation. After that, we are going to pull some messages to see what they would say if they could be completely honest. And we'll be finishing off with some advice. All right, Spirit, let's see. Oh, we have a couple of cards that were right side up. Okay. And I saw you two. If they want to jump out, they're gonna jump out. I'm not gonna take them. Let's see, Spirit. What is pile one's person focused on at the moment? This deck is really big for me. What is pile one's person focused on at the moment, Spirit? What are they focused on right now? Okay. What are they focused on right now? Alright. So we have the Five of Swords, the Six reversed, the Six of Pentacles reversed, the Devil reversed, and the Tower reversed. Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. Pile one. Your person definitely is experiencing some remorse right now for what they've done. They are acknowledging that they have said some really mean things to you or done some really undeserved things to you. Kitty, go away. There has definitely been a conflict here in which they wanted to win the conflict more than to have the relationship win after all, because it should be you against the conflict, against the problem, and not you against each other in the connection. And this person is definitely looking back at what they said and what they did, and I feel like they acknowledge that you've been treated poorly, and you've definitely had the short end of the stick, and you were not given the kind of behavior and actions that you were deserving of, and they know that you were worthy of more than they were offering, perhaps more than they could offer in reality. Ooh, I feel like this person is also realizing there's a pattern in here that Spirit wanted to break for a while, and I feel like they managed to do so through this separation. So this person realizes that they've lost a good thing because they were probably not being accountable for their actions, because they were being immature, because they didn't want to take a look at themselves and see what needed to be fixed, to see how they could grow. I feel like this person didn't take this relationship as seriously as they could have or they should have. They probably looked at you and thought, oh, this person is never going to leave me. But I think right now they are finally facing the consequences of their actions, and I feel like they have to rebuild their entire world, because I feel like their beliefs and their outward persona that they were projecting are falling apart, and perhaps people actually are starting to see their true colors, and they know that they were guilty, and that they are guilty. And it's not about like assigning guilt or blame, because that's not what we're trying to do here, but they are finally acknowledging that they can no longer lie to themselves about what happened, and you know, the mask is cracking and their true colors are starting to show. So this is what they're going through at the moment. Let's see if we can get a couple of clarifiers here. All right, we have the 5 of Cups. What else, Spirit? How are they feeling right now? What are they focusing on right now? What is pile 1's person focus right now? Okay, the Sun. What is their focus right now, Spirit? What is their focus right now? Okay. Ooh. Okay, I guess we're gonna take this. Okay, so your person, pile 1, is focused on trying to find or re-find their happiness. They are trying to look for things to brighten up their day, because I feel like they know that they've lost you, and I feel like they are sort of mourning this connection. I feel like they know that they have some other stuff left in their life, but it's not that much compared to what they had with you. I feel like even financially, this person was more stable while they were in a relationship with you, and I feel like they realize that they've lost a good partner, that they've lost someone that was capable of offering them what they needed, that was capable of offering them understanding and a sense of belonging. But at the same time, I feel like this person is realizing that, you know what, I don't have that much left right now. And I feel like they initially might have felt like this breakup was something to be proud of. Perhaps they broke up with you and they were sort of proud about that, like, I left pile 1 before they could leave me. And if that could be a thing, like, I left pile 1 before they could leave me because I know that I was not capable of keeping this relationship alive, and I didn't really have that much to offer. So this could be really possible, especially with this Page of Pentacles here. This person is just starting to build themselves up. I wouldn't say back up, because there wasn't much about them to begin with, but they could be building themselves up I feel like they're still wearing their mask, because if you can see, this person here is wearing a mask, and they're not letting people in on the entire story or how they are feeling at the moment. So part of the things that they're focused on right now are actually concealed, and they're not letting us see through. They probably don't even want to see take a look at that themselves. But I feel like at the moment this person has to dodge a lot of bullets, because I feel like people around them are asking left and right, like, what happened, why did you break up, what's wrong? And they have to keep telling the same lie, the same story of, oh, it was pile one's fault, or blah blah blah, they were crazy, and so on and so forth. But I feel like it's getting exhausting for them, and they don't know how much longer they can put up with this. They currently are, but I feel like they're also in a state of they're being defensive at the moment about this. So like I said, they're also currently working on whatever it is, their career, their finances. Perhaps they're building a plan, or they started a new job, or a new interest has emerged in their life. But let's take a look at our next topic, which is how they currently feel about you, even though this has answered some of it. Let's see, how does pile one's person feel about pile one spirit? Okay. Damn it. Come here. This deck is pretty thick. It makes it a little hard to shuffle. Okay, give me one more good shuffle, and then we should be good to go. I like how it shuffles though. I'm happy with this. Alright, Spirit, let's see. How does pile one's person currently feel about pile one? How do they feel about pile one right now? How do they feel about pile one at the moment? We have the Queen of Pentacles. I'm not surprised. Not surprised. I am genuinely not surprised. Okay. Ooh, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Girl! Girl, you have the world. You ain't need this person. Okay, what else? This is making me happy. Oh my god, pile one. I don't know you, but I know you have your shit together, and you do not need this person. We have the Ten of Cups reversed. What else, Spirit? How does pile one's person feel about pile one? We have the Star. With the Ace of Swords. Okay. This is really, really, really interesting. Ooh. So, as of right now, they see you as the Queen of Motherfucking Pentacles. They see you as someone who is completely capable. I'm hearing the archetypal independent woman. You definitely did not need this person to sustain you. You're making your own money. You're not bringing shit to the table, girl. You're bringing the table. And, you know, you may not be a girl, but if you're a girl, take it as it resonates. I'm just, yeah, addressing you like this because, vibes. But, like I said, you guys are definitely bringing the damn table. You are really, really stable. And this person was, if anything, leaning onto you for the growth. They might have even been depending on you, or being like, I'm hearing parasites. They might have been piggybacking off of you to get to wherever they wanted to go. And once they kind of had a head start, they were like, okay, goodbye, pile one. Like, I feel like this person envies you. I feel like they are you might have been looking up to them for whatever the hell this way of living their life carelessly or whatnot, but it's specifically because you are looking really stable to them, and I feel like you are, and because you have probably a lot of, you have strategy, you have thorough planning, you take it step by step when you start a project and you want to finish it, and you are just slowly but strategically making everything that you want happen and materializing your dream life. I feel like this person definitely sees you as someone, I'm hearing even royalty. You guys could be like really well off financially, or you could have like a famous family, or just perhaps someone like perhaps your family is famous for something, and they're very well off financially, like I said. There could be something about the mansion here, or you guys might have like a really nice apartment or house or whatever. But yeah, this person definitely sees you as like a princess, or like a duchess, or like a, you know, prince or something like that. Like, just they just see you as so put together and elegant and powerful, resilient, you know. But they also see that they lost their happy ending with you with this 10 of Cups here. They see that they could have had a happy family with you, that you were stable enough to, and emotionally stable enough as well, to provide them with this perfect emotional fulfillment. However, there was something missing in them. And because there was something missing in them, this 10 of Cups has not been made possible. It's like, I'm not sure if it was the wrong or the right person, but it was probably the wrong time for them, because they were not far ahead enough on their personal development journey, and they weren't ready to acknowledge their faults and ask for forgiveness and just look for how to solve conflicts instead of just stirring them up. And because of this, the emotional stability that you were promising, because you have that in you, you can offer that, is gone for them, and they acknowledge that. I also feel like this person sees you as they might be thinking about coming back, honestly, with this star here, because I feel like they still have hope that they might be able to come back, but we don't know if it's for the right reasons necessarily. And I would suggest you thread carefully if this person does come back into your life, and see exactly what their intentions are, and kind of look back at the relationship so far and see if you can pinpoint, were they actually in it for the love, or were they actually just trying to figure something out while taking resources from you, whatever that may be. Maybe a house, like an apartment to crash at, or just, you know, you guys living together and you paying rent or something like that. But they see you as they're having hope that they might be able to come back. They're looking up to you to sort of take them out of these shitty situations that they are finding themselves in, looking at all the nasty things that they've done and having to deal with the guilt. They might be coming back to ask for forgiveness, or just some sort of communication with this Ace of Swords here, because I'm feeling like they want to talk, but I feel like mostly they want you to forgive them so they can move on, because I feel like they cannot forgive themselves. I feel like they are stuck in this cycle, in this aftermath of a Tower moment for them, of start your life over thing, and I feel like they cannot allow themselves to move on fully, or move on at all, depending, because it might vary. For some of you, it could be they don't want to move on at all. For others, it may be that they're just trying to get your forgiveness, because this is a double-edged sword, obviously. And I feel like it can vary. It can be one or the other. And they also know that your words, they know that your words can destroy them at the moment, because you're gonna be speaking the truth, and you know the truth of what happened and the truth of this connection. And I feel like they're afraid to come in with this communication, but they will have the opportunity to do so. It is up to them, though, to see if they are going to take said opportunity to reach out. Okay, but let's take a look at our third point with the tarot and see what are their thoughts on a possible reconciliation. Okay, let's see, Spirit. Ooh, we have Justice and the Tower. Yeah, definitely. This is the energy that they're in at the moment. Damn it, why do I keep saying he? Like I said, don't mind the pronouns. My brain is on autopilot when I'm doing these readings. I'm channeling, and if for most of you it was a he or a him, then that might be why. Let's see, Spirit. How would they feel about a reconciliation with pile 1? They would freaking love it. How else? From what we've seen so far. But yeah, pile 1, my advice for you is to be careful with this person. Spirit, how does pile 1's person feel about the reconciliation? We have the 9 of Pentacles. How do they feel about a possible reconciliation with pile 1? We have the Queen of Cups reversed. How do they feel about a reconciliation? Ooh, 5 of Pentacles. I kind of felt it coming. When I saw this 9 of Pentacles at first, I thought it was a 5. So I kind of sensed that coming. How do they feel? Okay. We have the Devil again. Still reversed. And we have Death. Okay. Pile 1. I feel like yes, I feel like they are looking forward. There's a lot of pentacles in this deck, and it could be because your person has a lot of earth energy, or you might have a lot of earth energy. You might be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. They could be or have displacements. But you are looking pretty stable, and I feel like this person would love to have a reconciliation with you, but mostly for the financial, material aspect of the relationship. I heard like they want to feel nice and cozy again. I feel like they want the comfort that they have lost while they were with they have lost when separating from you. And I feel like they if they manage to get back together with you, I feel like they would look at this as something well-deserved, because they would think, it's kind of gross actually, they would think that if they manage to get back together with you, then that's enough work and they actually deserve the comfort. But they aren't actually doing much. Like, just for you to understand, just the idea of them reaching out to apologize for them is such a big thing, supposedly, that they're giving you, that they feel entitled to have everything that you once have offered them. And that is not true. And they know it's not true, because they know that they don't deserve for you to accept their apology. Or you might accept their apology, but that doesn't mean that you guys have to reconcile or, you know, get back together. I feel like they know that they don't deserve you, that you will not necessarily have empathy towards them after what they've done. And I don't know what it is that they've done, but definitely not good. And I feel like as of right now, they feel left out in the cold. And it might literally be because it's winter around the time I'm filming this. They might have problems with their heater. Around here, people actually have problems with their heaters in this time of the year, so it could be whatever. Take it as it resonates. I feel like they might also have to take care of someone else. At the moment, it could be an elder, and they could use the comfort and the stability that you are offering in this situation. Okay. So they would love this, but like I said, I feel like they know they would still feel guilty if you accepted their apology and if you guys got back together. I feel like they will never be able to truly forgive themselves, because they know in their heart that they don't actually have like a true feelings or true love for you, and they've sort of been using you and abusing you, even possibly. I hope not, but they kind of, I'm sensing that they know that you're sort of addicted to them, or you might be someone who loves really easily, or someone who thrives in a partnership. You could be a Taurus, have like Venus energy, or a Libra. So if you guys like thrive in a partnership, they might know that this is the first argument that they could bring to chain you down. But like I said, if you guys have enough awareness and think through the situation, like I said, they are thinking about reconciliation. I would say they are considering the option. I don't know if they're gonna come in with communication though, so that might take a while. There is, you know, they have a will. Where there's a will, there's a way. But with this death card here, I feel like something is going to change about this situation. I feel like things are not yet set in stone. And they might try to turn the current situation around. They might reach out, actually. How about we check that? Are they going to reach out, Spirit? How do they feel about reaching out? Okay, so with this 7 of Cups here, I feel like they are weighing their options. I feel like they might be daydreaming of what your response might be if they do decide to communicate to you. But at the moment, it's just in their head. They're like measuring and thinking about all the possible options that they have. But they have not necessarily settled on a decision at this moment. But yeah, that is pretty much all I'm getting here. Bottom of the deck, like I said, once again, we have the Star, so they have hope for this. They might be in a very like inopportune situation at the moment, and even though they have a lot of guilt and shame for what they've done, it's hard to make a decision at the moment, because one, they really need the help, they really need you there right now, but also they are kind of ashamed of coming to ask for help after what they've done and said to you. But let's take a look at some oracles and see what they would say to you right now, if they could be completely honest. Spirit, what would pile 1's person say to pile 1 right now if they could be completely honest? What would they say? You want to come out something about your lips, so they might like your lips, or the way you kiss. You and I were too young. I mean, they might, yeah, and one of you might have been too young or immature. I wish I was kinder towards you. Yeah, I feel like they definitely said some kind words and sort of acted like an a-hole. I don't react when people mention you. What did I say? They are being defensive when people bring up you and your connection. You are so much further in life than me, and that scares me. What did I tell you? Yes, you guys seem to be so well off, and this person is intimidated by your power, by your potential. I am afraid if you saw the real me, you would not like me. What did I tell you? They are wearing a mask. They are not being themselves because they don't have that much trust in themselves. Let's get a couple more, Spirit. What would they say to pile 1 if they could? My ego won't let me tell you how I really feel. Yes. And we both know I am not the one for you. So, yeah. You guys, something about your eyes, bottom of the deck, that could resonate. So, you guys deserve something so much better, but we will see if this person actually wants to reach out. If you do want to reach out to them, that's completely, you know, up to you. But I feel like it's better to let them do it, because they might not be honest, even if you push for a conversation, and they might even get cocky about it and be like, you miss me, like you need me, and you won't get anything from them if they get in that mood. But let's get some final advice. Let me grab the deck for you. Let's see. All right. Let's get some final advice for pile 1, Spirit. What do you want to say to pile 1? What do you want to say to them? What do you want to say to pile 1, Spirit? The more I attune my energy with appreciation, the more the universe will deliver. So you guys just stay grateful for what you have. And I would say stay grateful for what you lost too, because you lost it for a reason. In reality, you didn't lose anything. You just gained freedom and possibilities, I would say. I choose to be a super attractor and have unwavering faith in the universe. Exactly, just have faith in what's going on. I feel my way into faith one step at a time. Easy, slow and steady wins the race, right? Especially since you guys seem to be taking things slowly and strategically. Like I said, it shouldn't be a problem. So pile 1, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope this reading helped. If it resonated, let me know down below. I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel and leave a like if this reading was useful. I am offering personal readings, so if you guys are interested in that, it will be linked down below. And yeah, hopefully I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Either pile 2 if you guys picked this deck and this Labradorite pyramid, then this is going to be your reading to see if your person wants reconciliation with you. Before we get into the tarot, as always, we are going to take a look at your oracles and check this person's energy to make sure that you have the right pile. And yeah, let's see. To start, we have arrows, we have snake with creation, we have temptation, we have forgiveness, reducing burden, we have a change in your emotional life. Actually want to move them down for a bit. A change in your emotional life with Moon in Scorpio and transformation. And we have dilettante, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Delight in the arts without having to be a professional. Alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. So, pile 2. Okay, so this person, I feel like uh they might be someone really attractive. They might be obviously attractive to you, but like they could be attractive in general, like have really real nice physique or nice features. This person could also be someone who just likes seducing people and then disappearing. Oh my god. You guys, I'm hearing that Joker quote from Suicide Squad. It goes like, I am not someone who is loved. I'm an idea, a state of mind, something like that. Like, this person does not seem to be, they don't seem to fall in love easily. In reality, I feel like they are literally the definition of temptation. The seducer or the seductress seems to be like their archetype if I had to describe them. I feel like they don't really going deep when it comes to connections, especially romantically. But yeah, a lot of the energy that I'm seeing here is about this might not have been necessarily a relationship, or they might have not actually clarified that they're official with you, and they might have just led you on. I feel like, because with this picture here, I feel like they were more like present in your dreams or in your daydreams, or just you fantasizing about this person than them actually being present in your life. I feel like they have a way with words and just a way of making people fantasize about them. There's so much about this person. Okay, I'm sorry, it's just like the energy of this person is even making me nervous, so I'm not blaming you, but I'm definitely not blaming you. Who? Yeah, so this person, for some of you, might have actually, and this is very specific, for some of you, they might have made you leave your relationship at the time to be with them, even though they didn't make it necessarily like obvious that they wanted a relationship or a commitment. But I feel like they were so like hard to resist that you guys might have just, you know, go with the flow, go with like whatever happens happens. But not all of you. Even if you were single, perhaps you guys made like a promise that you're not gonna go date again until you are healed, or you're not gonna go date after a recent breakup or something, but you sort of like broke that promise when this person came into your life and just swept you off your feet. Holy shit. This person is like really confident, and they seem to be like they know they hold this power. They know they have like a power over people, and it's not necessarily for some of you, and sometimes it might be with words, because we have this blue here that makes me think of like the throat chakra, but I'm also seeing like a lot of solar plexus energy with all these like yellow solar plexus and like sacral chakra. And so this person actually might attract you with like they're just oozing like confidence. They're really like self-assured, and they have this aura about them of, you can trust me because I know what I'm doing. And so they kind of make you just swoon over them. Oh my god. I'm having a hard time channeling because I'm like literally like getting seduced by an energy and I don't even know them. I'm just looking at cards. Holy fuck. But let's get back to business. So we've kind of made this energy clear. So they're very attractive and they're very flirty. They could have Libra energy or Scorpio energy with this moon in Scorpio. They might have these placements. But yeah, with this, a change in your emotional life, this person definitely made you feel some things that you didn't think you would feel. And they might have been like a necessary intervention because things might have been stagnating or you just needed to change the course of your life. I don't feel like this person is someone that was meant to stay a long time. But of course, everything can change. But like for the general... you know, most of you, I feel like this person was here, like I said, to change something that you were doing emotionally. You might have been like locked off from people, you might have not like wanted to date, or you might have told yourself, I'm not ready to go out there. For some of you, you might have isolated yourselves, and the spirit said, yeah, we're gonna send you this person so you get out of this mood and so you want to date again. They were I feel like they were sort of like an invitation for you to step back into the dating world. And for others, I feel like they were a test to see if you guys, and this is pretty, if you guys really wanted the relationship that you were in when you met them. And it wasn't like necessarily like a test of faithfulness or like a test of are you loyal, because I don't sense that. But I feel like you guys were stuck when this person came around and you were just really bored with your lives, or just emotionally something wasn't clicking. Like you might have had shit to do and your life together and blah blah blah, but somehow emotionally you were kind of dead, you know, when you're like not alive but not dead, like you're alive but you're not living. And this person came in like a fantasy, literally, and yeah, made you think of like the possibilities. I feel like this person, very sorry about that, my camera decided that it wants to take a nap. But as I was saying, it seems like this person came into your life to make you fall back in love with the idea of love, to show you that love can be exciting and passionate. And I feel like this person came into your life to reignite that passion in your heart, about, you know, that you can have this passion with someone, that you can experience like intimacy and just, yeah, just all of that good stuff that love has to offer. It's not all about just responsibilities and compromise and communication. While those are really, really important, like you also have to have some sort of passion in your life. And I feel like they came around to help you create, like I said, this space for you to realize that you can have this with someone, not necessarily with them. For some of you it could be them, and we'll see that, we'll check for that in the tarot in a second. But this person was a catalyst for you to get out of a bad place emotionally, where you just perhaps didn't want to hear about relationships anymore, or you didn't believe that relationships could be exciting anymore, that you could feel that fire inside of you. And with this forgiveness card here, like I said, for some of you this person might have come in as a test, but not on your loyalty and on your ability to, you know, stand by someone, but a test to see if that someone is actually what you really need, what you actually, yeah, what you need, what's, you know, fulfilling for you. And for some of you, I feel like you lacked that spark, you lacked that fire, because all this like reds and oranges and yellows are making me feel a fire, making me feel like fire signs could be significant. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. But you definitely needed some fire in your life, and this person has come around to ignite it. For some of you, it could be that this person came in to help you forgive yourself for possibly like a past wrong or a past relationship that didn't go as planned, that you probably feel guilty about, and all this burden about you hurting someone else or not being able to keep a relationship alive. They just came in to show you that perhaps that wasn't the right person at all, and that you should forgive yourself, because we all make mistakes. No matter how big that mistake is, if you realize where you've gone wrong and you're working on fixing that, and you're working on becoming a better person and a better partner, then there is no it's not necessary for you to stay stuck in that energy. So yeah, that is all I'm getting here. We're gonna start to look into the tarot right now and see what that has to say. All right, so first we are going to take a look at what this person is focused on right now. What is their main focus at the time you're asking. Then we are going to see how they are currently feeling about you, their thought about you. And last but not least, we are going to see how they feel about a possible reconciliation. So let's get started. Spirit, what is pile 2's person focusing on right now? What is their main focus right now? Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles. What else? We have the Hierophant reversed. Which way do you want to go? Well, that doesn't clarify it, so... Alright. Three of Wands upright. The Ace of Wands reversed. And the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Alright. Let's see. Pile 2. At the moment, your person is focused on stability and how they could make their lives more stable, because they were giving off all of that fiery, passionate energy, but I feel like they are now trying to ground it a little bit. I feel like they want to start taking action about something to make something happen for themselves, or they might want to travel. That's also a possibility. I'm also hearing for some of you, airports might be significant, so you might have met them in an airport, or they might, you know, be taking a plane somewhere. But for this person, I feel like they're trying to do something different here. I feel like they are holding on to something, or they want to be stable in some way in their lives, perhaps financially, but I feel like they want to take a different route to the, you know, beaten path. I feel like sort of like a rebel vibe going on, because I feel like they've had a chance at some point to have something they've had an opportunity to start something creative or something they were really passionate about, and I feel like they did not take action at the right time, and so they missed on the possibility of having something stable with somebody. We will see if that someone is you, because we do have this Queen of Pentacles here, and the Queen of Pentacles is someone that it is really someone who's really stable, someone who can balance like work and personal life really well, someone who's grounded, someone who can offer you something tangible, and overall stable. So let's get some clarifiers here, Spirit. Can we get some clarifiers, please, for the Four of Pentacles? What are they trying to get stability with? Where do they want to be stable in their lives? Where do they want to be stable? Okay. We have the Eight of Wands. Can we get a clarifier for the Hierophant? What are they rebelling against? The Four of Cups reversed. Ooh. Can we get a clarifier for this Three of Wands, please? What do they want to take action towards or implement plans into? What is this? Okay, this wanted to come out. This is the Three of Cups. How about this Ace of Wands? What did they miss on? What opportunity was this that they missed? We have the Knight of Swords reversed. How about this Queen of Pentacles? Okay, the Four of Wands. All right. Okay, so pile 2. When it comes to this person's stability, I feel like they want stability, but they also want someone that can offer them the same level of passion that they are promising, and they are focused on finding someone like that. I feel like this person or this partner that they're looking for is really close to them, or it's coming towards them really fast, this new opportunity. And I feel like this person wants to finally offer, not offer their heart, but they finally want to take a chance. So I'm hearing like they might be possibly take a chance on you. They might have lost this chance with you. They might have thought that you were perhaps too stable for them or too practical for them in the beginning, and now they're possibly like realizing that in fact they do want that kind of stability. They don't want to let you go. With this Hierophant here, like I said, they want to act differently and not the way they have so far, and they are ready to take the offer if the offer happens to come again. I feel like they want to open their hearts too, just like you had a hard time opening your heart perhaps for so long. I feel like meeting you has made them realize that they do want to offer their heart to someone and open their heart to someone, to the possibilities, because this is not something necessarily set in stone. But I feel like they want to take action and they want to stop like pursuing multiple people. There might have been like a love triangle here. Like I've sensed that in the oracles, and I'm sensing it again with this Three of Cups. There might have been like a love triangle, and they want to finally stop pursuing multiple people and have their eyes set on just one person. I feel like they're a little scatterbrained as of right now. I just got the deck and we got the Chariot reversed, and I feel like for a long time perhaps they didn't know what they wanted, and they're pondering right now if they actually want to change their mind, that they could do something different and they should do something different in their approach. But with this Ace of Wands here, I feel like they were reckless in their behavior perhaps with you, and they're thinking about how they could have acted differently. I feel like things happened a little too fast here, and they didn't have like time to process. I feel like they were a little chaotic in their actions. I actually want to pull a clarifier for this. What happened here with this Knight of Swords? What happened here? They might have not said what they actually meant. We have the High Priestess reversed. So I feel like they were going against their intuition. Like that's what I say. Like they didn't know, they didn't say what they actually meant. So with this, I'm feeling that there was something deeper that they didn't want to acknowledge, some sort of deeper feelings towards you perhaps. And they're thinking about, well, I actually have like, I actually want to take a chance on pile 2 and see what this could actually evolve into. I feel like they could also be hiding their true feelings, but they might even hide their true feelings from themselves, and they might have gone against what their heart was telling them to do, because they kept those feelings concealed. But with this Queen of Pentacles clarified by the Four of Wands, I feel like there will be some sort of celebration soon. You guys might be attending together. If you guys are watching this on Christmas, you might be like possibly meeting this person again on Christmas or like New Year's or some sort of celebration like that, or perhaps like just in a festive, celebratory kind of environment, and they're kind of thinking about possibly meeting you there again. We have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So yeah, I feel like they might want to put a little bit more work into this that they did not put in the beginning, and so they cannot enjoy you to the full extent, or yeah, just they know that they should have put more work into this, and they should have given you more attention. But let's see how they are currently feeling about you, because this seems to be their focus right now. So it looks like it is on you and the chance that they missed, and thinking about doing something different, following their intuition for once. I don't see them jumping in necessarily. I think they're gonna take things slow and take time to see what their heart is telling them, and sort of try to intuitively see if this could be a match. You guys might meet for a coffee or like have a date or something like that. But let's see, how do they currently feel about you? How does pile 2's person feel about pile 2 right now? What are their thoughts and feelings on pile 2? Which way do you want to go, please? What are their thoughts and feelings on pile 2? Ooh, we have the Devil reversed. Oh, we have the World. And what's this? Ten of Wands reversed. And the Ace of Wands again. Okay. And that really jumped. It just really wanted out. So pile 2, how do they feel about you right now? I feel like there's a very interesting tension between you and them, and I'm giggling because it seems like You know that sort of connection that's like hero versus villain, and they're like actually secretly very attracted to each other, and they're like getting in a fight, but they're like getting in. I'm hearing like teasing, like a lot of teasing and a lot of eye contact and a lot of like smirking and just, yeah, this seems to be a little primal too. So like if you guys like, you know, like growling and groaning, and that is cutting it a little too close to like 18 plus here, spirit, but you guys definitely have chemistry together, if I'm being honest. And I feel like this person can no longer deny your grip on them, and it's becoming like overbearing to ignore this tension between the two of you. I feel like to them you are a challenge, but like a playful challenge. You might be giving them chills in a good way and making them want to test the waters like more and more, and kind of tease you with words, or just, I'm hearing like, I dare you to kiss me or something like that, or why you're looking at me like that, and because I want to kiss you and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of tension here. I feel like this person wants to see where this situation could go, and I feel like they want to give this another shot. They want to give you another chance and give themselves in this connection another chance. This might be like, I'm not sensing like a whole lot of feelings and romance, but there's a lot of passion here. So like friends with benefits could be an option for you guys. Not all of you, but you know, take it where it applies. And I'm also seeing like this person wants to see how this story is gonna end, like, because I don't think they want it to end here. I feel like they want to leave the past in the past and not think about what happened much and start fresh. But let's get a few more clarifiers here, spirit. How does the pile 2's person feel about pile 2? Justice. How does pile 2's person feel about pile 2? How do they feel about pile 2? Ooh, the Ace of Cups. Yes, I like that. The King of Pentacles. How does pile 2's person feel about pile 2, spirit? Oh my god. That's too many. That's too many. That's too many. Ooh, we have the Lovers. Oh, okay. If that wants to come out, it will come. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I will explain in a second, I promise. How does pile 2's person feel about pile 2? Okay. So they've been planning their comeback, I'm hearing. They know that they didn't do you justice, I'm hearing. They know that they didn't give you a fair chance, and you probably didn't give them necessarily like a fair chance either. One of you terminated this, or maybe both of you terminated this before it even had a chance to start. But I'm definitely seeing a fucking fresh start here, because I was saying we don't have emotions. Yeah, there's an Ace of Cups here. This person is definitely thinking about giving this a chance and opening their heart, and there's romance coming in and kindness and forgiveness for what happened. I feel like they want to forgive you, and they're hoping you can forgive them, and they want to start fresh, and they want to come in with like their stability, and perhaps they're working on their stability right now, and they're planning, like I said, their way back to you and how to present this offer to you. And with this Ten of Cups here, this person sees like a real chance of emotional fulfillment with you, or at least they are hoping that this is gonna lead to something that is gonna be fulfilling long term. Excuse me for a second, there we go. So yeah, like I said, this person seems like they want to give you the passion and entertain the fieriness of this connection, but at the same time they are not saying no to coming in and showing you that you can depend on them and lean on them, and they're not just a player, because they might be like known as a player, have a reputation like that, or maybe they are actually a player but they want to change that about themselves. Maybe they have a side to them that actually desires a stable connection, and it's just a matter of time and finding the right person, and it seems like they think you might be the right person, and that initially they might have said no to you out of fear, or just old habits, you know, old habits die hard. But yeah, this is really exciting news, and let's go ahead and see how they feel about a possible reconciliation. Oh, I'm so excited for you guys. I feel like you're gonna live an adventure with this person if you guys give this connection a shot, and I'm really rooting for you. Let's see, Spirit, how do they feel about a possible reconciliation? How does pile 2's person feel about a possible reconciliation? Let's see. We have the Nine of Cups. From the get-go, I would say this person definitely wants a reconciliation. We have the Ace of Cups reversed. We have the Five of Swords reversed. We have the Fool reversed and the Hanged Man reversed. And I think we're gonna get clarifiers, but for now, let's take a look at this. So I feel like this person definitely wishes for a reconciliation. Like this is the only thing that they could really ask for if they wanted to ask for anything, if they could ask for anything. I feel like they are afraid of being turned down, because obviously that would hurt their heart, and it's scary, because it's scary opening up to someone, especially when that someone could say no because you've treated them a little shitty before, and the chances of them actually saying yes to you are minimized compared to like a fresh start where you didn't know the person and you came in with the same type of offer. I feel like this person wants to apologize for what they've said or how they've treated you before, and that say that it wasn't fair for you to be treated like that, and that they didn't have the best intentions then, but that they definitely have changed their point of view. I feel like this person is afraid of making this leap. Like I said, with the Fool reversed here, I feel like there's a sense of fear, and if this Hanged Man was like right side up, I would say that they are pondering this and they are thinking about it, but I feel like they are definitely more towards like the it's time to take action side. And it seems like they have made up their mind about what they want to do, and it's just a matter of time of when they actually do it. I feel like they want you to look at them with like fresh eyes and like a fresh start, and not take into consideration what's happened before. We have the image of the snake again, so snakes could be significant for you guys. They don't want you to see them as like as a snake, like as someone who you should be afraid of or dishonest, and they are afraid that you might see them as dishonest, which fair enough, honestly. But I feel like they're coming in with like an offer of peace, and they at least want to say I'm sorry, no matter what your response is going to be. But let's see if we can get some clarifiers on them taking action on this reconciliation. How do they feel about reconciling with pile 2? Okay, we have the 7 of Wands. Damn it. We have the Queen of Cups reversed. We have the 6 of Swords reversed. How do they feel about this reconciliation? Taking action towards it. We have the Star. Very similar card to pile 1 if you guys felt drawn to that. And we have, yes, the 2 of Cups reversed. Okay. So pile 2. Your person is afraid that you guys might have moved on, and that they missed this ship like relationship, like, get it? Okay, no, okay. I'm sorry that you have to go through this with me, but I feel like they are afraid that you're not gonna have your heart open towards this new opportunity, this new chance at starting over. And I feel like they're not gonna have empathy. I feel like they're afraid that they're not gonna have empathy from you, or that you're not gonna forgive them. I feel like they have their guard up, and they are prepared for a possible failure, and they are prepared to defend themselves in case things take a wrong turn, and they have to prove themselves, or at least save their honor, because I feel like they have to defend their honor here, and their heart. But I feel like they are hopeful, and they're looking up to, because literally they're looking up to this possibility, this chance of starting things over. And like I said, it's just a matter of time to see when they're gonna reach out. I feel like they're also afraid you guys might not be a match, or that you might try to... They're afraid that you might actually try to get revenge and not be honest with what you're actually feeling, and get in a connection with them and break their heart. Not, you know, that you won't be a trustworthy partner, and you're just gonna try to do them dirty too, like they did you in the beginning, just to square things up. But they are thinking about a possible reconciliation. Maybe you want to be the one to reach out first, to have like a mature conversation about this. Just sit down and listen, let's talk about this like adults. Like, is this gonna work or not? And if they're gonna be childish about it, like, you tried it, you didn't lose anything. So if you feel like you're being called to reach out first, by all means. What is the worst that could happen? You just stay true to your heart, and to respectful towards this person, and we'll see how they respond, right? But last but not least, I want to pull a few cards to see if they plan on taking action towards you. Do they plan on taking action towards pile 2? Okay, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the Magician, and we have the Three of Cups reversed. Okay, so I feel like they are gathering up their resources at the moment to direct their energy towards what they desire most. I feel like they want to first part ways with their old way of living, with pursuing multiple people. Perhaps they have to put an end to certain connections that are semi-open or sort of open with them and another person. And I feel like they have to step into this King of Pentacles, into this stable energy. So at the moment they might be working on their stability, and so that they are, when they do come in to you with this offer, that they are capable of offering you something tangible, and not just empty words. Okay, but let's move on now and check what they could say to you, what they would say to you if they could be completely honest. So Spirit, what would pile 2's person say to pile 2 if they could be completely honest? What would they say? We have a Jumper. We have, I feel possessive over you. I did not love you before, but I fell for you in the end. Oh my God. So like there was a change of heart in there. I'm not crazy. And you're not crazy either. I remember every detail of that day. Okay. I left you before you could leave me. Okay, so they were scared of being abandoned there too, and shamed. We have, I am checking your social media. Oh my God. Okay, okay. I know I was a distraction from your pain. I'm starting to understand our connection. And one more. I want to feel that way again. Okay. So this is what they would say to you if they could. There's definitely some firiness to this connection, and this person is definitely interested. They're just trying to see how they can come back in. And with this, I know I was a distraction from your pain. This, for some of you, could be talking about that scenario in which you guys are trying to get over someone else or forgive yourself for something that's happened in the past, in the previous connection, and they knew that they were just they knew that they were helping you not think about that. But yeah, let's move on and get some advice from Spirit. Spirit, what advice do you have for pile 2 in this connection, in this situation? What advice do you have for pile 2? We have, I release time and let the universe show me what to do. So release your expectations of like a deadline when things should happen, and just let things naturally occur. I can decide today to recalibrate my energy and commit to love and joy. Yes, you guys definitely need to open up your hearts to joy and to love, and to realize that there are people out there who would love to have someone like you, and who with whom you'd love to spend your time and just, you know, enjoy life in general, and get out of this like boredom void of nothingness. And we also have, I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. So if you guys have a fear of being rejected, or just people not you know, people not accepting you the way you are, that's okay. You can feel the fear and go ahead and get out there and give love a chance anyways, because there is unconditional love out there for you guys, and the right person will show you that you are exactly the thing they were wishing for all along. So whether that is with this person or with someone else, this advice stays. And that is pretty much all I have for you, my lovely pile twos. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments below if it resonated. I hope this helped. If it did, do leave me a like because it helps a ton, and I would really appreciate if you guys subscribe to the channel. I am also offering personal readings. They will be linked down below if you guys are interested into booking one. And yeah, hopefully I will see you next time. Bye! Hi there, pile 3. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys chose this deck right here with this Amethyst pyramid, then this is going to be your reading about this person to see if they do want reconciliation with you. But before we get into the tarot, as always, we are going to look at some oracles to check the energy of this person and make sure that this is the right pile for you. So to start, this person is being described by Anima Mundi. We have dog with companionship. We have hole in the soul. We have vampire with emotional intelligence. We have moon in Libra with love, bring peace to your life and your relationships will flourish. And we have a rescuer with the shadow side that says, assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. All right. Pile 3. This is really, really interesting energy here. And I want to start with this Anima Mundi card. So this card talks about basically being one with the universe, the interconnectedness of everything and everyone, and how everything falls into place ultimately exactly the way it should. So this relationship might have been written in the stars. I'm hearing you guys could have had like a karmic contract with this person, or things could have been sort of like decided for you beforehand. This could have been more of a lesson for you guys that was needed in order for you to advance. But this person had a finite purpose in your life, and while they might stay with you forever in spirit, I'm not sure that they are meant to stay with you a lifetime. For some of you it could be, but there are some things that need to be settled and that need to be worked around in order for this connection to flourish. This person could be a Libra or have Libra placements, to start with the obvious, or you guys could have Libra placements yourselves. I can see that there was love here, but somehow the connection feels a little I feel some codependence in here. I feel some toxic mechanisms of managing emotions. But this person, either you or this person might have been in the mentality that if you get in a relationship, the other person will save you. And I'm sort of feeling it for this person, not so much for you. But if it resonates for you, there could be mirroring energies, so take it as it resonates. Okay, so this person might have felt like it was your duty to save them, or they might have put too much pressure on the relationship. And so what happened is they basically prescribed their entire like happiness on to you. I have a feeling that this relationship could have been very draining, especially for you, because this person was putting way too much pressure, like I said, on you to fulfill their every need, to be there at their beck and call. And I feel like this person might have been sort of like addicted to you, or like addicted to the idea of love. I feel like they were trying to basically fill a gap in their hearts, in their soul, with this relationship. And I feel like in this connection, you guys could have been like sabotaging yourselves and like sabotaging each other. I feel like there could have been some like mind games here, or like emotional manipulation at play, because I feel like you guys knew each other's, or like one another's weaknesses, and sometimes you use them like against each other to get what you wanted. I feel like this person was somewhat emotionally intelligent, and they knew what manipulation feels like, and you know what manipulation is, and they could recognize the pattern. And they might have recognized when you were doing it, but instead they were like guilt tripping you instead, or just doing something to kind of make you pay, you know, for payback. I feel like this person thrives in relationships, and that they're not doing so well alone. And I don't feel like there was any like cheating or betrayals in here, in which like you had other people involved, because this person seems like someone loyal, but not necessarily so trustworthy, because there's something in them that's missing, that is stopping them from being able to support themselves in times of need. And so they become extremely needy and dependent on the other, in this case you. And even if they intellectually know possibly how to fix these situations or the steps needed to become better, I don't feel like they implemented much of that. This person could have like a degree or some studies in psychology, or like at least an interest or a hobby, or just read like self-development psychology books. Also, I feel like this person lives with like constant anxiety, like they always expect the worst. And I feel like they possibly were way too comfortable in this like needy, vulnerable position to actually stand up for themselves and start taking action towards trusting themselves more and being more like self-reliant and having the capacity to manage their emotions. I feel like they remained in this complacent state for the longest time. Yeah, but that is pretty much all that I'm getting here. This person might probably, I think they might have needed constant reassurance from you that you guys were okay, but at some point I feel like that became like draining, the constant need for reassurance. They could have accused you of cheating, even though that wasn't the case, just because they were projecting their insecurities onto you. But let's get into the tarot and see what is what is going on with this person. Let's see. First, we are going to ask about their current focus. What are they focusing on at the moment? Then we're going to see how they currently feel and think about you. And last but not least, we are going to ask, how do they feel about a possible reconciliation? But first things first, Spirit, what is pile 3's person focused on right now? What is their focus at the moment? I forgot to mention, if you find yourself in this reading, like if you find that this is your energy, it's probably because it is. And I would advise you to pick a different pile, or just, if you can find yourself in any of the readings, just try a different reading, or just come back another time. Or if you want to stay and watch, just know that this is basically like talking about you. But let's see, Spirit, what is pile 3's person focusing on at the moment? What are they focusing on? Oof, we have the 3 of Swords. We have the 7 of Cups reversed and the Queen of Swords. We have the Magician reversed and the Knight of Wands. So let's see. Pile 3. Your person is hurting deeply right now. They might have not even entered the recovery phase of this heartbreak, but they are definitely hurting right now. And I feel like they are mentally stuck in a cycle of possibly like even repeating the breakup, repeating the last words you guys said, repeating your last time together in their mind, like over and over, like almost, I feel like I'm getting dizzy just feeling this energy. I feel like they're getting lost in their head about what happened, and they're just letting this torture them. I feel like this person finally realized that reality did not match what they were picturing in their minds, because I feel like they were daydreaming about this connection and making it so good in their heads, but they finally, their fantasy finally shattered, and now they're seeing clearly that things weren't working that well, and they can't live in their, they can't lie to themselves anymore. Because I feel like this person was basically creating like an illusion of what this relationship actually was, and they could have been purposefully like ignoring the bad things, or their contribution to this relationship slowly crumbling. They might have tried to deny what was going on, deny the conflicts possibly that were slowly creeping up on the relationship. But I feel like right now they are also thinking about, they see you as just I feel like they see you as cold right now, and they acknowledge your boundaries and the fact that you maintain strong boundaries with them, but they feel like you're keeping them at arm's length, and that could be true. They're thinking about how you cut them off so easily, because with this Queen of Swords, you literally, like, it seems like you've just cut them off. You might have cut contact with them altogether, or like deleted or blocked them on like social media and stuff. so they might be desperate because they can't reach you or like look at your pictures even anymore, I'm hearing, and that's like just eating them alive. I'm also seeing that this person doesn't know what to do at the moment. They are very confused. They don't know which way to go. They seem like they almost don't have any direction. They lack any direction whatsoever. They're just kind of stuck in this limbo at the moment where they just simply don't know what to do. And they feel like even if they had a direction, they wouldn't have what it takes to get back on their feet and move on. And with this Knight of Wands here, I feel like there are some toxic like tendencies from this person to possibly consider going out there and dating to sort of like break other people's hearts and just to get validation that they are good enough. Because I feel like they don't see themselves as good enough anymore. And they might, for some of you, be thinking about dating to prove a point, to prove that they can still get people to like them, or date people without like necessarily having the thought of hurting them, to validate their ego, to get some self-worth and some self-respect out of that, because they feel absolutely horrible at the moment and they don't have any self-esteem. But let's get some clarifiers here. What are they focusing on right now, Spirit? We have the Hermit in reverse. We have the Empress reversed. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups. And we have the Six of Swords. Okay. So this person right now feels alone and lonely. It's almost like they don't want to accept that this relationship ended, and they don't want to accept that perhaps it is time for them to do the inner work, because I feel like the reason why this split happened is because they needed to do some very much needed inner work on themselves and figure out their not so healthy responses that ultimately led to this relationship breaking. I feel like this person feels like they definitely miss you. I feel like they see you as their counterpart, like someone who completes them, but they see you as like the absolute empress, that as there's nothing and no one better than pile 3. But at the same time, they don't see themselves as the emperor, so they somehow feel like they don't deserve you. They want you, but they know they don't deserve you. I feel like right now they are overwhelmed by their emotions, and they don't know how to self-regulate, and they don't know what to do with those emotions either, because normally you should feel your emotions and just allow them to pass. But I feel like in their case, they are not necessarily, they're trying to ignore their emotions, they're fighting them, and so that's why they keep them stuck in this cycle, because until you feel the sadness, feel the grief, you won't be able to move on. So they're focused on this feeling of despair, not being able to escape, and there's a feeling like they want to escape. They might be trying to escape through like daydreaming from this. That might be like their usual mechanism of getting away from tough situations, but in this situation, since you're not around anymore, they can't daydream about you anymore, so that kind of leaves them no option but to take a hard look at themselves. With this Page of Wands here, I feel like they are hoping to hear from you. They are hoping that you might come in with some communication, with some good news that maybe you've changed your mind. And I feel like they're kind of hoping again that you're gonna save them. Perhaps if they are hurt enough, or if you see them as hurt enough, or they might even be sort of advertising themselves as being hurt, or like posting stuff on social media that's like I don't know, like sad songs or sad quotes and stuff like that, just hoping that you will see how much they're suffering and reach out. They might even be leaning on like mercy from you at this point. With this Eight of Cups here, I feel like they didn't want to leave this connection. They feel like they were forced to leave. Same with the Six of Swords here. They're being forced to move forward and they don't want to do it. I feel like they're focusing on what was so much, and they're focusing on you so much that they do not see themselves like just living their lives any different, or being able to create a new life for themselves, or trying to see why this happened, what the problem was, what they could fix about themselves. Like, they just want you back, no questions asked, without thinking about what actually didn't work so well in the relationship. And with the Six of Swords here, I feel like they feel abandoned and they feel lost, kind of lost at sea, like adrift, as if they're just letting life take them wherever at the moment, and they don't have any control of the sails. They don't have any means of turning this ship around, or just a heading. It's like Captain Jack Sparrow, like they don't know where they want to go. They hold the compass that shows them wherever they could go, what they need to do to get there, but they don't know where they want to go, so they're just stuck at sea. This sea of emotions and despair, and yeah, it's not going so good for them right now. So this is their focus, if we can even name it focus. Let's see how they feel about you next. I don't really feel like you guys want reconciliation with this person, so you might just, you know, want to check on them, but maybe you do. Just because I feel like you are the ones that sort of like did the separation, the breaking up. But yeah, let's see. Spirit, how does pile 3's person currently feel about pile 3? We have the Queen of Wands reversed. What else? We have the Hermit. We have the Ace of Cups and the Five of Pentacles reversed. And we have the Nine of Wands. All right. Okay, so pile 3. Your person sees you as someone who, despite the challenges that life may throw at you, that you are able to recover and to stand tall and endure the storm without breaking, but bending if necessary to withstand the forces that are working against you. I feel like this person sees sees you as if your light has dimmed a little, but not that it actually has. But I feel like just because you've rejected them, they don't see you as attractive or as appealing as they once did, because you don't want them anymore. And I feel like there might even be some envy from this person, that you can actually still find your strength and find the passion to move on, to keep going, and to know that better days are coming when they are not capable of doing the same thing. I feel like this person sees you as someone who doesn't have a problem being alone. They might even be pissed at you. They might have even told you while you were together that how come you can stay without me because I can't stay without you, like maybe we should break up because you're better off without me or something like that. And I feel like they see that you're doing pretty well on your own, and that you are actually taking the time to see what didn't work out, and that you are analyzing how you could improve yourself in the future. I can see that this person sees you as someone who will be capable of loving again, while they are not so sure that they will be able to love another after you. They might also see you as someone who gets a lot of like opportunities in love, or someone who has options when it comes to relationships. They might see you as opposite from them, because I feel like they focus more on the problem than on the solution. I think they see you as someone who focuses more on finding solutions than focusing on the problem. Someone who is proactive in getting out of a shitty situation, and someone who has like a sharp eye when it comes to seeing how a situation can get better and how a situation can be fixed when it's not so appealing. But yeah, so that is how they currently see you. Now let's see how they would feel about a possible reconciliation. Let's see, Spirit. How would Pile 3's person feel about a reconciliation? Stay there. I want to give this another shuffle. Alright, that's good enough. How would Pile 3 feel about a reconciliation, Spirit? We have the Hanged Man reversed. We have the Queen of Wands reversed again. We have the King of Wands. We have the Chariot reversed. And we have the King of Cups. Okay, I see that this person really wants a reconciliation. I don't think they see any other option, honestly, at this point, playing out in their favor. I can see that this person sort of feels like they are getting validation from you. If you guys do end up coming back together, they would feel confident in themselves again, because I feel like they don't feel confident on their own. I feel like they depend on the relationship. It's sort of like a clutch for them to be able to function in the world and do what they need to do. I feel like they're getting their creative juices and their like love of life when they're in a connection, while there's nothing wrong with that. It feels like they're sort of depend on it. Like they don't have control over themselves and their will and their sense of direction unless they are connected to someone else. And yeah, they seem to not have control over their emotions unless they are together with you. So I can see that they do want the reconciliation. They do think that what happened was unfair. They think that you shouldn't have like taken things to this extreme, I'm hearing, of breaking the connection. But I do want to get some clarifiers here. How did they feel about a reconciliation, Spirit? Okay, so I wanted to clarify this Queen of Wands. So they want you back, definitely. With this Empress card here, you, like I said, you were their counterpart when they weren't even, I don't think they were on your level, but they still wanted you because they know that you are the best they could ever have, but they don't seem to want to do the work necessary to be able to step up their game and be deserving and worthy of you. We also have the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like for them it's too much work and they are out of balance completely. So as of right now, a reconciliation seems unlikely, even though they do want it. We also have the Page of Pentacles. So they're just getting started on the work on themselves and just making themselves better, so they can come in with a stable offer without being emotionally manipulative and without being so dysregulated. Let's get one more card here. Spirit. We have the Ace of Swords. So they might be coming in with some sort of communication to test if you guys could get back together, but I feel like they need to do a lot of work for them to be deserving of you fully and for this connection to eventually work out. But let's see if they are willing to put in any sort of work or effort, or if they're coming in with something stable. Even though they're, you know, that takes time. So even if they wanted to come back, it would take time for them to work on themselves to that degree. Are they planning on coming forth with some sort of communication or just doing something for this reconciliation, Spirit? We have the Moon. Okay. What else? The Moon, the Three of Swords reversed, and the Six of Cups. So I feel like right now they are in their they're probably surrounded by people that were guiding them growing up, or just family, loving family. And I feel like they are processing what happened. I feel like as of right now, they are still confused about what's going on. I don't see anything moving or any action from their part coming towards you. I feel like they are taking time to regenerate and to understand what happened and to see how their path ahead could look for them. But that's pretty much all I have for the tarot. Now we're going to take a look at what they would say to you if they could be completely honest, and after that we will get some advice for you. So Spirit, what would pile 3's person say to pile 3 if they could be completely honest? What would they say to pile 3? We have, nobody can make me feel the way you did. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Oh, poor thing. Yeah. They're making even me like feel pity for them, and I feel like at this point they would accept even pity from you, if not love. I am afraid you'll reject me. So that is about coming forward to you. What else, Spirit? I love you. They might. I'm not saying that that's not true, but I feel like they still have a lot of work to do in order for this relationship to, you know, to develop like in a healthy way, and for it not to be traumatic every time you guys have a conflict. I still want you, and I wonder if you do too. I'm scared of how accurate these cards actually can be sometimes. I am working on becoming better for you. I really hope you are, buddy. I really hope you are. Because pile 3 is definitely doing their part, and you need to step up your game. I know I messed up everything. Oh my god. Let's get 2 more, Spirit. I know I was a distraction from your pain. I'm not sure that's so true. I wonder if you are happy without me. Okay. So that is what they would say to you. Now, let's take a look at what advice Spirit has for you at this time. Even though I'm pretty sure you know what you need to do. Advice never hurt nobody. Let's see, Spirit, what does pile 3 need to hear right now? What advice do you have for them? What advice do you have for my pile 3s? Okay, we have in stillness I receive. So I'm hearing quiet your heart and your mind, and you will receive the answers and the guidance that you seek. The High Priestess could be significant for you. To begin the practice of allowing, I must get out of the way and let Spirit give me direction. So you might want to pay attention to signs in case you guys are wondering if you should change course right now, if you should do something else, if you should focus on something different. Just be open to whatever signs you receive. I trust that my powerful intentions combined with my faith are enough to allow my vision to become a reality. So once you get the guidance that you need, just have trust that things are going to unravel for you just the way they should. But that is all I have for you, pile 3. I hope this helped. I hope it resonated. Do let me know in the comments below if it did. Please make sure to leave a like if this reading was helpful to you at all. And I would really appreciate it if you guys could leave a subscribe to the channel so I can make more content like this for you guys and hopefully help you out. I am also offering personal readings. It will be linked down below if you want to book one. And that is pretty much all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!